There are more people depending on you than you think. Meet mother and daughter pair, Diana and Morgan. Both of them were in the middle of chasing their dreams. Diana was an amazing caterer whose food tasted so good it made you forget all about your problems while you were eating. I mean, it was really that good. Morgan, on the other hand, had her own podcast. Now, with any typical dream, they were both having some hardships. Morgan worked tirelessly to build her podcast by doing 5 shows a week. The problem was that it seemed like an uphill battle for her to get people to listen to her podcast on a consistent basis. Morgan thought about quitting several times, but she had one more podcast topic that she wanted to tell before she completely gave up. Ironically enough, it was about having endurance in life. One of her listeners heard the podcast and shared it on her social media page. And when Morgan woke up the next morning, she had gained more subscribers than she had in an entire year since she had been doing her podcast. As her podcast grew more and more, Morgan started to promote her mom's catering business, causing her mom to get more business to the point where she could finally quit her job and make a comfortable living from doing something that she loved. Fast forward to 6 months later, and Morgan is being nominated for an award. But the award show just lost their caterer, so Morgan tells them about her mom, and her mom gets the very lucrative deal to cater the award ceremony. Can you see where this is going? Hold on, it gets better. Diana decided to serve her best dish, her lasagna, at the ceremony, and everybody loved it so much that they kept coming back for more. Now at this award ceremony was a man named Mr. Davidson, who owned a chain of grocery stores. Now Mr. Davidson was at risk of losing his lifelong dream of being a CEO due to some debt issues. He loved the lasagna so much he went to go ask Diana if she had ever considered selling her lasagna in stores. She said of course, she just hadn't gotten the opportunity. He offered her a deal and they entered into a partnership. News traveled fast on how good Diana's lasagna was from the ceremony. So once they hit Mr. Davidson's store, they instantly were sold out, generating millions of dollars in revenue a month for the store and Diana. They were making so much money that Mr. Davidson was able to pay off all his debts and keep his dream alive. So the moral of the story is that you have to keep going because you never know who your dream is connected to. If Morgan had quit doing her podcast, Miss Diana's catering business would have never taken off. If Miss Diana's business wouldn't have taken off, her lasagnas would have never saved Mr. Davidson's grocery store. So each one of them had to keep going because all of them were dependent on each other to make their dreams come true. I want you to keep going, no matter how hard things get, because your dream could be connected to millions of people. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you next time on Moral of the Story. Remember, life is about learning lessons.